the Ark of God has just been taken to, was in the land of the Plishtim. The plagues occurred all over their land, all over their country, and therefore they don't know what to do with it. And that's where the 6th chapter begins. Vayihi Aron Adonai b'stei Plishtim shiv'a chodashim. God's ark was in the land, remained in the territory of the Plishtim, but in the Sedeh, in the fields. It's not in the city. They don't want it in the city because it causes destruction for 7 months. Vayikru Plishtim lakohanim v'lakosmim le'mor ma na'aseh la'aron Adonai hodi'unu bameh nishlachanu limkomo. So again, all of the priests here, it's not just the leaders, the kings, the warriors. Now they summon their priests and sorcerers, and they say, what shall we do with the ark of the Lord? How do we get rid of it? Vayomru mishalchim et Aron Elohei Yisrael al tishlchu oto reikam ki ashev tashivu lo asham az terfeu v'nodalachem lama lo tasur yado mikem. They said, if you're going to send it, don't send it empty-handed. You have to pay something to it. And this way, maybe, your admittance and honor and respect that you're showing to the ark of the God of Israel, that you will be healed and that you will not get any more plagues from it. Vayomru maha asham. And they say, what should we pay? Asher nashiv lo. Vayomru mispar sarnei plishtim chamisha. Techurei zahav v'chamisha achbarei zahav ki magaifa achat lechulam ulesarnechem. And they said 5 golden hemorrhoids and 5 golden mice, corresponding to the number of the lords of the Philistines, right, in conjunction and connected to all of the plagues that occurred. Vasitem salmei techorechem v'salmei achbarechem. So make these figures of hemorrhoids and mice that are ravaging your land, and that will show honor to the God of Israel. It's almost like they're giving these golden things to say to the God of Israel, we know that you are the cause of these things. We know that you were the one who was with us. This is us paying homage to you, and hopefully, therefore, it will go away. And perhaps then it will lighten the weight of his hand upon us and our gods and our land. Talked about a number of times, kavod and cow, something that's heavy, something that's light. In this verse, we have that, right? We know about the heaviness of the God of Israel, so show respect, and maybe it will lighten the load that's happening from it. Continue, we're up to verse 6. And here we see the Philistines know their history and learn from history. Don't harden your hearts like Pharaoh did and make a mockery of the God of Israel. Just let Israel go, and they departed, right? Don't do that because it's only going to cause more damage. So therefore now, Ushtei farot alot asher lo ala alehem ol v'asartem et haparot ba'agala v'hashevotem beinehem me'achareim habaita. So this is what you need to do. Go and find 2 cows that have never worked. They've never had a yoke upon them, and place them by a cart, and take back calves that will follow them. Ulakachtem et aron Adonai netatem oto el ha'agala v'et klei hazahav asher shavtem lo Hasham tasimu ba'argaz mitzido v'shilachtem oto. And take the ark and place it on this cart, and next to it in a chest place the gold objects, the mice, the hemorrhoids. I don't know what it means to make a golden hemorrhoid, and send it off and let it go on its own way, and the ark will find its way. Uritem im derech gulo yale beit shemesh hu asalanu et harag dola azov yamlo yadanu kilo yadona gabanu mikrehu hayalanu. And see, if it goes in the road to Beit Shemesh towards the territory of Israel, then we'll know that it was God, this God, the Ark of Israel, that caused these problems. But if it's not, we'll know it was just happenstance. It was just mikre, which is something that occurred. It wasn't because of the God of Israel. And the men did so. They took the cows, they harnessed them to the cart, they placed their calves indoors. They placed the ark and all the gold on it. Sharna haparot baderech al derech Beit Shemesh b'mesila achat halchu haloch v'ga'u lo saru yaminu small v'sarnei plishtim holchim achreim ad gvul Beit Shemesh. The cows went straight ahead, straight to the road to Beit Shemesh. They like as the crow flies, as quickly as they can. They went. They didn't go right or left. And the lords of the Philistines walked behind them as far as the border to the end of their territory. Beit Shemesh. Kotzrim Ktsir Chitim Ba'emek. And the people of Beit Shemesh was harvesting season. They're reaping their wheat harvest in the valley. Vayisu et einehem, and they lift up their eyes. Vayiru et ha'aron, vayismechu lirot. And they saw the ark, and they were gladdened. They were just rejoicing. Va'agala ba'a el stei Yehoshua Beit Hashimshi. The cart, the wagon came to the field of Yoshua of Beit Shemesh. Don't know really anything about him besides that. Vatamod Sham, and that's where it stopped. The Sham Even Gdola, and there was a big stone there. Vayivaku etatzei agala v'etaparot halu ola l'Adonai. And what they did is they took the wagon and they made it into they offered a burnt offering there. Of the wagon and the cows that came to them. V'halavim haridu et aron Adonai v'et argaz asher ito asher b'chlei zahav v'yasimu ela even hagdola. And the Levium came and they took the ark and the chest that was next to it and they placed them on this large stone. V'anshe Beit Shemesh halu olotus v'chvayizbachuz v'chim bayomahu l'Adonai. And they went to and they offered sacrifices. V'chamisha sarnei plishtim ra'u v'yashuvu Ekron bayomahu. And the 5 Philistine lords saw this and they returned to Ekron. And the chapter just V'eila torei azav asher shivu plishtim hasham la'Adonai lashdod echad la'azah echad la'ashkelon echad lagat echad la'Ekron echad. Sounds like it's Musaf on Yom Kippur. The following were the golden hemorrhoids: one for Ashdod, one for Gaza, one for Ashkelon, one for Gat, one for Ekron. V'achbarei azahav mispar kol arei plishtim lechamesh rashanim meir mivtzar v'yakfor parzi v'ad even avel hagdola asher nichu alet aron Adonai ad yom hazeh b'stei Yoshua Beit Shimshi. And the golden mice, they were corresponding to different Philistine towns with 5 lords, both fortified towns and unfortified towns. And this great stone, it's still there in the territory of Yoshua of Beit Shemesh. Vayach b'anshe Beit Shemesh. However, and here we see what the ark does. It's not only to the Plishtim, but because the Aron is there and the people in Beit Shemesh see the Aron, they were struck. Ki ra'u ba'aron Adonai vayach ba'am 70 ish, 50,000 ish, vayetablu ha'am ki hika Adonai ba'am makah gedola. And it says that where the men of Beit Shemesh, they looked at the ark, and 70 men and 50,000 men died. It's not clear. The verse there seems to have a grammatical problem there in terms of what the exact number is. But we see that it's a very difficult thing to see, and we'll see this in another instance also with the Aron, that getting too close to the Aron causes problems. Seeing the Aron causes a problem. The commentaries try to answer the question here, the grammatical problem. Why does it say 70 men and 50,000 men? They say 70 men is like the Sanhedrin. It means 70 elders, the 70 Zakanim, and the 50,000 is from the general population. And the people mourn because there was a great destruction of the population. This is a very strange thing. People are rejoicing. They're happy to have it. They've already been defeated roundly by the Philistines. Why this is necessary, it's unknown, and it seems to be related just sort of to the dynamic nature of God in this world, represented by the Aron. It's like unleashed power. It's like a lightning. It can't be sort of controlled and contained. And so, just the Aron, the ark being here, causes these problems, and we saw this in different places earlier in the Torah. The same idea when Moshe is told by God before the revelation at Sinai to a fence off the mountain. Don't let anybody come close to it. You have to be at a distance from God. Continuing in verse 20, Vayamru anshe Beit Shemesh mi yuchal lamod lifnei Adonai Elohim hakadosh hazeh ve'el mi ya'aleh me'aleinu. And the men of Beit Shemesh, they say, who can stand with the Lord God? Who's going to go up from us? What are we supposed to do with the ark? Vayishlechu melachim al yoshvei kiryat yarim lemor heishivu plishtim et aron Adonai redu halu oto alechem. And they send messengers to the people of a different town, to the town of Kiryat Yarim, and they say, come and get the ark from us. Somehow they think that it didn't work out for them, but maybe it will work out better for the people of Kiryat Yarim, and nothing will happen to them. And we'll see what happens with the Aron when we continue with our next chapter.